Welcome back, everybody, to another product review. I have some damp hair in right now, just fresh out the shower, and today I'll be reviewing Shear Northern Lights Matte Paste. Now, I know they have a completely different new look to their jars, but this is the one that I've had for about at least a year now, and so it still has the old design, the amber glass jar with a black aluminum twist top. You have the ingredients on the right side over here. You have the logo of the product. And the product name, firm hold, matte finish right on this side, as well as directions of use. And the obviously the jars are completely different right now. So the label design over here is not really relevant anymore. But the product, more or less, I believe, is still the same. Now, opening up, you would notice a very subtle earthy, citrusy type scent. I mean, a citrus note is the first thing that hits me, more of like an herbal and earthy type of citrus scent in there. And you would notice a chalky looking product right here, just slightly off-white. It doesn't look too soft. It doesn't look too difficult to scoop out either. And scooping out the jar is actually really easy. You would notice a bit of tackiness just right off the bat. Now, breaking it down is also a smooth process. You would feel some slight stickiness, some slight tackiness to it, but nothing too crazy. And it has a very, of course, pasty breakdown, and it just feels there's a bit of that tackiness, a bit of oiliness, but no excessive greasiness, and at the same time, no excessive stickiness. There is some promising, you would right away feel a bit of a guarantee in hold right there, but without anything too crazy. I always typically apply the damp hair, so there is absolutely no tug whatsoever, and it goes in really smoothly. If you apply to damp hair. On dry hair, you get a bit more resistance, but I never really do apply to dry hair, and I always apply my product to damp hair. And of course, this one is no exception. But you can see that it has a bit of control already, like somewhat of a natural control to my waves without dominating them too much, but at the same time it gives me a bit more of that slightly loose look. And right off the bat, you would notice, well, my hair is just naturally very dark, so there's a bit of shine to it, but that's not really the product. It's just how dark my hair is and the fact that my hair is a bit damp. But it gives a really nice, healthy looking matte finish. It doesn't look too artificial at all. I mean, some matte products have that excessively dried out look, but this one is a nice, healthy, dry matte finish. An absolutely matte finish, not really much of a natural one. And at the same time, a bit of like looseness in there. I have like this, my hair's naturally trained to do a pomp, so it just kind of like even finger combing it just kind of goes into this little bit of a pomp shape already. But you can see that there is some looseness to it and already quite some volume in there. Let me go ahead and get a wide tooth comb, because this is a product that's more on the drier side and we don't want anything too slick. Now, this product can actually, if you like the slick look just like I do, this product actually can give you a bit of the slick look, but not too much of that, but just enough to keep a nice kept together look. But at the same time, it won't give you a very messy look. It just is a nice in-between kind of look between neat and messy and a bit textured and a bit loose. So it kind of gives your hair that appearance of that it is groomed and in control while being quite healthy at the same time. It gives that your hair a bit of that volume, but without too much of that poof. But it definitely won't puff your sides too much. Well, just a little bit, but not too much, and it would also not let the sides of your hair stick way too much, depending on your hair type. But of course, unlike oilier products like Crystal Lake, for example, they tend to really select your sides down. This one does not really do that, but at the same time, it also does not puff it up too much. It gives a bit of that voluminous, full look to your hair. So if you have naturally wavy hair, it kind of accentuates the waves a little bit without riding the waves too much or letting them take over. It's just that slightly smooth control. And at the same time, if you have relatively fine hair, this product will also give you some body and fullness to it. Now I'm just doing like a finger combed quiff. A bit of a loose palm kind of thing. Letting the front flow. A little bulgy right there. And there is a really nice amount of not too much control. Like I said, there's a really good amount of control where it doesn't take brute force over your hair. And at the same time, it's not a light amount of control. It's just sufficient control to keep your hair where you want it to go without it just flopping around too much. And this is how my hair looks. With a finger combed type of quiff put together. Let me just fix a couple of things here and there before I show you the final style. So you can see there is some nice texture in there, a nice amount of looseness without showing too much separation in the hair. I just really like the natural flow, how natural the flow looks once you apply the stuff in your hair. Good amount of volume as well. And the endurance in this stuff, I would say it's more on the lighter side of firm. It says that it's more a firm hold, but I would say yes, it is a firm, but not exactly a true firm. It's a little on the lighter side of firm, where it would actually do hold up in warmer weather and humid climate actually, but to some degree, because if you're out there for a little too long, you might notice a bit of collapse and you have to restyle your hair a little bit, but restyling really is no hassle at all. And if you activate it with a bit of water, I think it actually works better compared to just dry styling, but dry styling also does still provides a really good result. Now I'm just gonna show what it looks like when it's combed with a comb. You know, without finger combs, obviously, hence combed. It's going to form that little part. Slick the sides back. But you can see, even though I really slick the sides back, it doesn't look super duper like slick with all the very fine comb lines. You'd notice still a bit of texture in there. Now I'm just forming the swirl of my pomp and bring it forward. Rockabilly, Elvis pomp style, which I usually go for. And again, even to a very classic and slick rockabilly looking hairstyle like this, it still provides more of nothing too extreme, a more relaxed type of classic pomp without making things look super duper slick. Sufficient slickness to put things together and looking really nice and controlled, but not super duper slick to keep everything super tight and just like how it traditionally is, but it's just enough to keep the look together. And now this is, I'm gonna bring it forward a little bit. You still have a very nice roundness. I can get my pomps really, really forward with this because of the amount of control that it has without being too much of an oomph to your hair and not letting it collapse. So it gives my hair a really good shape and forwardness and roundness to my pompadours. I would describe this product as one of the more relaxed products, and it's one of those products that I love to use on Sundays when I'm just relaxing. I mean, it's not like one of those cream type of products where they're really light or light medium, but it's just one of those products which are a clay type product, but without too much of the texture-y side taking over. I mean, this is a paste, so it's more of like a clay type product. But it actually has some good cream and pomade-like properties in order to keep a good amount of slickness without too much excessive slickness in there, and enough texture to keep the looseness and flow without making your hair look too messy, but it just gives a nice mildly controlled look. And I usually recommend this for those who have thicker hair but don't want too much brute force in them. And I recommend this to one of my friends with unruly wavy hair, and he absolutely loves it. And he couldn't stop thanking me for the recommendation until today. And this is actually a top tier product in my opinion. It's one of my most favorite, if not favorite, matte pastes. I just really like the balance it has in everything. I keep on saying balance control, but that's really what it is. I just love the balance control, the balance in its finish, and the way that it actually is more of an in-between product where it doesn't make your hair look too textured or too slick, but nicely controlled, nice waves. It kind of accentuates the waves of my hair without just letting them look a little too brought out, but just a nice accentuation in there and a really healthy matte finish. And overall, I highly recommend this product if you just want a matte paste in general that performs really well, or a product that is not too extreme, but you want something to keep your hair together, especially if you have thicker hair, or if you just want a very versatile product, or if you are a person with relatively fine hair and want a bit of the controlled look while making it look full. I mean, this is just an amazing product that can do so many things. And with that, I'm going to sign out right now. And if you learned something in this video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe to this channel, and click on the bell icon so you don't miss a single upload. And I'll see you next time on Pomades and Pompadours.